All right, well, welcome back to Beyond the Bar, the podcast where legal minds meet real life debates, hot takes, and a little bit of fun along the way. Today's question is not about depositions, strategy, or settlements. It's all about justice, though. More specifically, who is the best Batman of all time? That's going to be our question. I'm your host, Thaddeus Wendt, and joining me today is our fellow, I've got multiple here, Batman enthusiast, Thomas or Tom Tanner, plus two surprise guests. We've got Brett. Remind me your last name one more time.
Jarvis.
Jarvis, my gosh.
It's an Iron Man reference, I realize. But.
And I don't, that's true. Yeah. We've got like all sorts of stuff going on here. That's great. Brett is one of our newest members up in Idaho. Just won a Idaho Supreme Court argument. His team did. You did all the work, right?
All of it, but
can I say that?
Glory. Yeah, that's right.
Got none of the glory.
I don't work for him anymore. They can.
He got a lot of glory though too. It's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment. So congrats on that. But he's joining us today from Idaho. He's here actually visiting the Utah office and our Utah team. And so I said, you know what? Jump on. You know anything about Batman? He was like, kind of. Bat guy. I was like, that's enough. You're good. You're going to be in. All right. And then we have Beth with us as well. And Beth is down in our Mill Creek office. And I'm just going to kind of circle around. Everybody tell everybody a little bit about yourself. So Beth, start with you. Who are you? What do you do at Feller and Wendt? And just something we want to know about you.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Beth Lee, and I'm one of the new case managers in the Mill Creek office, joining Feller Wendt. Super excited to be a part of the firm. Just love every bit about it, and I'm excited to get to know the employees and then obviously get to know the clients more. Fun fact about me, I actually grew up in New York, and my favorite animal is a great white shark. Bucket list for me is to go cage diving one day before I die. Going to be pretty great.
With the great whites.
With great whites, yep.
Nice.
So
that's absolutely something on my bucket list too.
Yeah.
And I've been close to doing it a couple times.
Oh, really?
Have you talked to Matt and Adam? They
No.
actually tried to go do, I don't know if it was with great whites. Do they go to Hawaii?
Oh, I don't know if they do that there.
I know they're in Alaska because I was just there and
Yeah.
I Googled because I had an orca swimming 20 yards off my boat. And I was like, they eat great whites. They're one of the few that eat them.
Yeah,
eat the
wow.
liver out of them.
That's wild.
That's
So I was like,
awesome.
if they're here, great whites are here. And I'm one step away from a grizzly death.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
that's great. That's cool. I didn't want
Yeah.
to take that away from you. I like that we have the same bucket list, though.
Yeah.
I'm not the least bit afraid as long as I'm in the cage.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Well,
going to be fine.
you can also feed tiger sharks in the Bahamas.
I'm
So I
out.
might, because that's cage free. So I might do that,
I think I'm out on that one.
but we'll see. Yeah. No,
Aren't
you can do
tiger
it.
sharks like the most aggressive?
Maybe. Yeah.
I believe it's
maybe.
bull sharks, then tiger sharks.
Yeah.
So they're just right below bull
Right
sharks.
below.
below,
Well,
yeah.
just because they can eat anything. Like they have like tires and stuff in their bellies. So
Would Batman go into the cage?
He's got shark
Probably.
repellent
yeah.
He
in his
does?
belt.
Probably.
Does he really?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least Adam West.
And you
the
see that
90s.
one. He
Really?
had it. He
Yeah.
fought off a shark on the ladder on that one
Yeah.
episode. So there you go.
Why did he have shark repellent?
Because he's Batman.
He's Batman. He's prepared.
He's always prepared.
See?
I thought his superpower was that he's rich.
Well, with that comes
That's a good part.
preparedness, right?
Come
Yeah.
shark repellent.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Brett?
Yeah, I'm an attorney. I've been an attorney for 7 years. Right out of law school, I was a prosecutor up in Idaho for 3 years or so, putting bad guys in jail for doing bad things. The best part about that was representing victims of crime. It was incredibly rewarding to get justice for people when they were victims, innocent, that they hadn't done anything wrong but had bad things happen to them. And then from there, I went to the Attorney General of Idaho and I litigated tax cases. I made sure that people who didn't want to pay their taxes, which really nobody wants to pay their taxes.
I do not.
Yeah. But we do, everybody does. But the people who didn't, I helped make sure they did. And then the more rewarding part was I made sure that governments were not taxing more than they were supposed to. And so I've been here at Feller and Wendt just about 2 months now, and I'm excited to be here. It's fun. So far I've been able to do a lot of things for a lot of good clients so far, and it's exciting. One of my passions about being a lawyer is doing justice, which is one of the many things Batman and I have in common.
Many.
Yes, yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, but to be able to do justice and hold people accountable that need to be held accountable it's incredibly rewarding to be able to do this as a living.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's like Brett doesn't actually need to wear glasses. It's just part of the facade.
Yeah, it's an alter ego.
Yeah, I like it. Tom, how about you?
My name is Thomas Tanner. I do the audio, video, and editing for most of the Feller and Wendt content. I am mostly behind a computer all day, but I do have fun doing these types of activities and shows, and I hope to continue doing it.
I've gotten to know Tom a little bit, so I know you have a dog.
I do have a dog. It is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. She thinks she's very tough, but she is not. But yeah, I love my dog very much. Take very good care of her.
And you're a gamer.
I am. I do just a casual gaming here and there.
Nice. I know this because he plays a lot of games with my son.
Yeah.
Their casual gaming is extensive gaming, but it's casual for them.
Yeah.
I think it's casual for me too. I love gaming, but I don't do it because I just like find myself up until 2 a.m. all of a sudden.
Oh, I don't know if I could go that
How
long.
did that happen? Oh, it happens to me, so I just can't
Time
do it.
warp.
It's bad. Play a little StarCraft, and then it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I just don't play StarCraft anymore. Plus, the South Koreans just slaughter me anyway.
My gosh,
in the team
man.
events. Okay, cool. Well, good to know all of you. I did want to, for those that are watching on video, I know you're thinking, why am I wearing this shirt? It's my birthday, and I'll do what I want, and I'll cry if I want to. I think there's a song about that somewhere, one of the older songs. But anyway, I literally put it on today, and I was like, it's hideous, it's gaudy, and I'm going to wear it. It's good stuff. You can only do it on your birthday. All right, well, let's get into this. So who are you guys picking as best Batman? And why? Let's go in reverse. Tom, you're going to start.
So is this live action Batman or is this any Batman?
You get to choose.
Oh,
It's your overall. Let me
if
say, you
it's-
don't get to choose.
if
It's
okay.
your overall.
My overall Batman?
Yeah, overall.
But it could be like cartoon or.
And you can pick.
Oh man, I would choose Kevin Conroy, the animated series Batman, because that's what I grew up on in the early 2000s. It would always be on TV.
That was the
and-
one. They're a little goofier, right?
It's a little bit goofier, but it was the way he described playing it. He said he went into it not as trying to be Batman, but more of like a Shakespeare
Oh, wow.
take on the script.
Okay.
And I thought he was very original, and you could hear a lot of emotion through his voice.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of those episodes. So I can't picture that right now. Shakespearean Batman.
Yeah. He was a voice actor, but he unfortunately passed like I think 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
But no, he did the Batman voice for a very long time, since the early 90s.
That's awesome. Brett?
My overall favorite Batman, I mean, it's hard to disagree with the cartoons, but I was in the 90s on the.
Oh,
on
yeah.
yeah. I mean, some fond memories of that. But because of that, I think, each Batman, well, most Batmans have some good characteristics, but the Batman who looks most like Batman is Ben Affleck. I mean, he's 6'4". He put on, I don't know how many pounds of muscle for that role. He was just gigantic.
Tank.
Yeah, huge. he had that thick, long, slicked back hair. He looked, I realize he's not no offense out there to Ben Affleck if you're watching. He's not everybody's favorite Batman, but he definitely nailed the aesthetics and the look of what Batman was supposed to look like.
Yeah. I liked him. I like the darker ones, but I don't want to taint you. Beth, how about you? Beth is joining us because what we did is, and this was, whose idea was this? Yours, Randon? No, whose? Brett's?
Beth, right?
Beth? No, I know she won, but like, whose idea was it to like test it? Oh my gosh, this is all, you've orchestrated this entire podcast. Look at this.
Why, thank you.
So yeah, no, that is it. It's meant to be a compliment. That's cool. So yeah, we put like this kind of like challenge out there. Asked our firm who they thought was the best, and then whoever had the most passionate response, we wanted on the podcast, and it was you. So give us your passionate response in real time, real life.
Okay, well, I've been waiting for this moment to justify the only right answer, and I appreciate the time to do this. I personally think that it's Christian Bale for several reasons. If you think back to, I mean, obviously there have been a lot of different movie adaptations. I was going more for like the actual film actors when I was thinking about this. So, I mean, I think Michael Keaton, he did a good job. I mean, there are some that did, they did a good job for what they did, but the few that were in between, Keaton's Batman and then Bale's Batman, we can probably agree that they weren't quite what I think everyone was expecting or hoping for. I mean, Val Kilmer's Batman, the acting just honestly was not there. They tried their best, I guess, but it wasn't there, right? And then, the series, I think George Clooney, same, But the reality is Christian Bale, I mean, he brought just a raw grit, authentication to the actual role that really brought the whole thing back, right? I mean, it became this really big mega saga trilogy that it hadn't seen the like before. I mean, think of all the people that really became followers for the Batman series because of that trilogy alone. And I don't think that you can, I mean, obviously the villains in it, I mean, anyone could admit Heath Ledger did an incredible job playing the Joker, that, without saying. But none of that probably would have been possible if Christian Bale didn't bring that back from the beginning to become what it was. So, I mean, obviously, the directing, it just took it into kind of a more real, more serious, really kind of a darker tone and all of that. It just brought the whole thing into, I think, a new era, essentially. And I don't think that we've seen it since. And I don't know if we necessarily will. I mean, it really was just about the epitome of what you would imagine Batman to be. So,
Yeah. Well, you won.
That's the right answer too.
Yes.
Correct.
That is the right answer.
Thank you.
Correct. No. I do share that same opinion. And then my number 2 is Ben Affleck, but it is because I don't know what it says about me, but I like the darker. It's weird. Maybe because I'm, older now or something. I like the darker. I don't like the cartoony cartoons. But my son does, the younger generations. I mean, he's 26. He likes that stuff. Has anybody watched the new Superman yet?
The one that's in theaters right now.
Yeah.
no, not yet.
Yeah.
So what's funny to me is I don't think this is a spoiler alert. I went and saw it. I love the more serious Supermen, whatever. And I was kind of sad they've gone
Is it kind
back.
of goofy?
It's more like Guardians of the Galaxy, which, by the way, I love.
Yeah.
But it's got that they're trying to take it back to almost like the 80s styles. Kind
It's
of
like a
Superman.
different tone of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like just as it starts to get like really serious, boom, there's a whole bunch of comedy and.
Did it
kinda light-
feel rushed at all?
I wouldn't say it felt rushed. And let me also say this: I think it's a good movie. I think it's very entertaining. It's just definitely a different direction from the probably the last 3 or 4 Supermen. Who is it that stars? It's not. It's Ben Affleck. So Batman versus Superman. Who's that Superman?
Oh,
Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill.
Yeah.
That's my. I think he's my favorite. Superman.
Yeah.
So-
Speaking of
He is
aesthetics,
hands
he
down.
is. Yeah.
Let's just take a pause and just appreciate the fact that Henry Cavill is like, I think he's the epitome of what Superman
I
should
agree.
be.
That's
We
why
can
this
all
new
agree on
Superman,
that.
I was like,
Yeah. Meh. Yeah, I wasn't
mean,
impressed.
This won't ruin it for you, but there's a scene where he literally saves a squirrel while the city's being destroyed, and I was like, I don't know what the messaging is. there, but
Priorities.
I don't-
Yeah.
Henry
like,
wouldn't have done that.
No, he would have saved some
Not
human
Henry.
beings.
Not
Right? Like,
Henry.
and I like squirrels. I mean, but All right. So okay, back to Batman. Let's see. So Which Batman do you guys think had the best villains to play off of?
Oh,
Anybody? Open question. We already know your answers.
I know.
Pat.
I'll let other people.
the obvious answer. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to give the obvious answer here. Is
Yeah.
Christian Bale going up against Heath Ledger? I mean,
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, that was going to come out at some point in this episode.
For sure.
It had to.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. And I would say Harvey Dent, what was his name? Aaron Eckhart? Is that it?
Yeah.
He did a really good
He did
job
a great job too.
of being like the good guy, being the DA, and then all of a sudden flipping his switch.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I realized that Dark Knight trilogy, the Dark Knight Rises, not everybody loves Bane. They thought it was cartoon. When that came out, I thought it was better than the Dark Knight, but since
I heard it was like 50-50 between people.
oh, for real,
Yeah, they enjoyed it, but they liked, Heath was still, I think he had just died like a year before, so it was still fresh in the mind. There was no cameo of him. People were expecting like something small, but they never got that.
just let down.
Yeah.
I liked Bane.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was like, even his voice, everybody was like trying to make fun. I was like, dude, it's
it's
intimidating.
that came out right when my daughter was born, and when she was 2, she would walk around with her hand over her mouth, impersonating Bane, which I thought was just that's cute.
That's awesome. Who is Scarecrow? Isn't it Scarecrow? He's the
Oh,
crazy
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
killing me. He just had
Yeah.
that huge blockbuster. What's that?
Oh man, he's
Oh,
got tons of
Oppenheimer.
them.
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I never put that together until right now.
Yeah, I think is Oppenheimer might be his first lead.
Yeah.
Like, he's always done great jobs like Scarecrow and things like that.
Yeah, he was a big TV show guy for a while with the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
was the
right.
lead
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
I never thought Harvey Dent was like really a villain. I know he's supposed to be, but how they did it in the Dark Knight series, I thought he was just kind of just like a vengeful dude, right?
Yeah.
You should have an affinity for him. He was a prosecutor.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I always I punch mobsters on the stand when they're.
Well, if half your face was going to get burned off, I mean, you'd probably do it too.
I'd probably be upset. And then I'd hire Feller Wendt.
There we go.
Yeah,
Excellent
Yeah.
tie-in.
I
that's
don't
right.
know
Well
if
done.
you
like
could
that,
I
help.
see
yeah.
what you did there.
I'm always thinking about that
It'd
now.
be tough with the intentional crime committed on.
Oh, that's true.
Surprisingly, one of my favorite villains growing up this was before I like knew film could be like a lot better with visual effects and makeup. But I actually enjoyed the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a leap in makeup for when it was
That was a big
filmed.
deal. right?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Was kind
and
of
he was
pretty
a serious actor
groundbreaking.
too, and for, you had Val Kilmer and
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey, unfortunately, but you had that major name in that Batman movie at the time, which I thought was really cool.
Don't you think it's kind of tough for these directors and producers because they're literally taking a cartoon, right? It's a comic, and then they've got all these like fans that some want it serious, some want it just like the cartoon. So I think that's what the early iterations were trying to do is be more like the comics, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Which are kind of goofy, the whole kaboom and
yeah. I associate Batman with being a detective, and I feel like that's what they went for in the early days, and now they're just kind of brute forcing him, making
Yeah.
them beat up people left and right.
yeah, he's like I always say I'm a sucker for rags to riches, but Batman's riches to rags to riches. And like the way he kind of goes through, at least the Dark Knight.
Yeah, which again, the Dark Knight nailed.
Yeah, yeah.
with Ra's al Ghul. I mean, that was
Yep. Good stuff. All right, let's see. What about whose Bruce Wayne was actually believable?
I think Christian Bale. I know I already said it, but he played like the aloof, super rich guy, not a care in the world. He was the best at the illusion. Because we have to understand, like, he was playing that part along the way so that he could hide this other side to his life, right? So his very charismatic, kind of womanizing, not a care in the world, things like that. I think he did a really good job. I think the tricky part about Ben Affleck's, like, I feel like I'm not the biggest fan, so I'm going to try not to say anything super terrible, but I think he still tried to almost be this, like, serious gritty, when he was playing both parts. And I think he missed that opportunity to kind of play those two parts because they were supposed to be separate.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point. What do you guys think, like actor overall? Take all the Batman. Who's the best overall actor across all their career?
Across their films,
Their films.
everything they've done.
Oh, the entire career?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, Michael Keaton has. Oh, that's just because he's in his 70s. He's got so much work. He's got a huge
Yeah.
body of work we
Yeah.
can look to now.
He's got a lot to look at, right?
See, I still think it's Christian Bale. I like his movies, though. He's
You know-
well, it's tough for me. It's Christian Bale or Ben Affleck. I'm a sucker for Ben Affleck movies too. Like The Accountant. You don't like
It's not
him
bad.
at all.
I like the
It's not
first one.
bad.
Because
I don't know about the
she's Team
second.
J-Lo over here. Is that what it is? Yeah.
No, I just don't think he's the best. Of the of Ben Affleck and like Matt Damon, I think Matt Damon's better. But overall, like Ben Affleck in general, I think Christian Bale is definitely a better actor. I mean, Christian Bale in, what was his serial killer one he was in? Was it?
Oh, Psycho.
Was it
American
Psycho?
Psycho.
American Psycho?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was incredible in that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
Didn't he was he the one that did Lawnmower Man or something like that, where he lost like some,
Yeah.
an unhealthy amount of weight?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
almost like life threatening. So
Yeah.
I think he goes to an extreme
Yeah.
that I don't necessarily think the other actors in that category we've seen. I do think Michael Keaton is good, but I don't think anyone has gone to that method acting extreme as
That's a
Christian
good
has.
point. Method acting. That is right. Because he
Yeah.
went from
Yeah.
eating nothing but apples, like one apple a day
Yeah,
for that role. And then
it
he,
was insane.
I don't know what he bulked up to play Dick Cheney. In,
Oh,
what
yeah.
was that?
Yeah,
What was it
yeah.
called? I can't remember what that show was
I
called.
can't remember what it was called either.
Yeah,
I know
but he
he's
looked
huge,
like
yeah.
Dick Cheney by the time he was done with it. Yeah.
And then he was ripped for another movie after that.
Yeah. That is something that Christian Bale does really well. That's
Blessed with a good metabolism.
Yeah.
What
Body
did you
manipulation.
think of Pattinson's Batman?
I'm surprised we haven't talked about that yet.
There's a reason.
For reals? I actually
No.
okay, yeah.
Did you like it?
I did. I mean, I realized. So my first introduction with Pattinson was Harry Potter, and then he went on that
Yeah,
Twilight
yeah.
journey. So it just kind of had written him off. But then he came in there, and I was like, you have to take into account he's playing year 2 Batman. This is still like
He's a
adolescent emo kid Batman. He doesn't know what's going. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. And if you want to talk about dark, I think that's the darkest one out of all the movies.
Yeah.
It was.
It was like a horror movie almost.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was, and that was kind of like they did a throwback in that to the detective.
Yeah. Well, he also realized how many mistakes he did make
Yeah.
along the way, because I think he pulled up a carpet. There was like a carpet tool, and then he didn't know what it was. And then at the end of the movie, he pulled up the carpet, and the plan was underneath the carpet.
Mm.
But I think I hope they continue those movies so we could see more of a process of evolution with them. Because I'd love to see him become more of a detective, and I guess have it all made up in his mind before doing stuff.
He's just not like. What do you think? You were like, no. I
feel
think you
I've
feel like
talked
I
too
do.
much.
Well, it's because you know the most about Batman. We need your.
Well, thank you. I am
Yeah.
a Batman aficionado, apparently. So, no, I think Robert. I think he can be a good actor. I think in this particular situation, I don't necessarily think that he was the best person to play that role. I just don't see him and see Batman. And maybe because I have too many other characters to associate. Like, I see him and I see Cedric Diggory, right? I can't get past that. And so for him to be playing this like dark, gritty Batman with the gravelly, I was like, it's Cedric.
Were you a fan of Twilight at all? Do you know him as the vampire?
I read all those books. I saw those movies. I wasn't the greatest fan of him as that character as well.
I gotcha.
I kind of thought Henry Cavill should have been that as well. I'm not going to lie. So maybe I was a little biased. I guess I just don't think he just doesn't look old enough to me. I don't know. He has kind of a babyier face.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't seem like he fit the physical. I don't know. I guess when I picture Batman, I just don't necessarily picture Robert doing that. I don't know. And that's just, I acknowledge, don't hate me. I acknowledge that my bias might not be the correct one, but I just don't see it. Maybe because I grew up with a cartoon Batman like you. That's kind of like who I envision. And he just kind of looks older,
But
Yeah.
what would 45-year-old cartoon Batman look like at 22 years old?
And maybe
man.
that's
He would
right.
look like Robert Pattinson.
That's
right?
that's fair. I don't know. Maybe that's fair. So
See,
anyway,
for me, it's I just look at him and I'm like, which ones could I take? And Robert, I'm like, I can take him.
you
like,
could take
right now,
Robert.
I can
Yeah,
take him.
anyone could take Robert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
could take
thinking.
Robert.
He's like weak. That's
Yeah.
I no offense to him, but he
I didn't buy
comes
it.
off as like weak, and I was like, you got to be able to take a punch and give a punch. Like he's a scrapper, right? I mean, that's the thing about Batman.
Yeah,
he's gonna get
scrawnier Batman.
bruised. He's gonna get battered, and then he's got to be able to go out and fight again for old
But-
Gotham.
I think that was one of the things they brought up, though, because he's a scrawnier Batman. Though he moves the fastest out of all of them. Just like
I still could take
kicking
him.
wide. Oh,
Even
No
with
doubt.
with the Michael Keaton cowl on. You can,
yeah.
Yeah. I like those ads, even though they're insurance ads. Boo. The Bateman.
Oh yeah, that is
Oh,
very
have you
that is
seen
very
those?
cure. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
man,
pretty
those
cool.
insurance companies they sure
Christ,
pour
they-
some money and some stuff.
And
that's
they
for
make
sure.
the best ads
Yeah.
too.
It's funny because people are saying that the bad guys look better than any
Yeah.
movie bad guys in
Yeah,
that
they did a
Bateman
good
commercial.
job.
Yeah, they did
Poison
a really good
Ivy.
job. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's talk suits, cars, and gadgets. Which had the best bat tech?
I want to say Keaton.
Keaton.
He had the zip line, the remote control, the plane, the car.
Yeah.
I think he had Air Jordans as his Batman shoes.
That's-
So
Did he
Did it really?
I think so.
Like blacked out
Yeah,
Jordans.
I
or
need to go
something?
back and watch these.
Yeah,
that's,
he was set. He was set. He had it all.
that's
That's
actually
awesome.
pretty cool. How about the rest of you?
Well, you talk about gadgets. Is Lucius Fox a gadget? He's not, but he did
Oh,
provide a lot of gadgets.
Yeah, he makes
So I
them.
think the Dark Trilogy, having Morgan Freeman in there, I think
Yeah.
he did.
those
he
are
did a
some
fantastic
military
job.
grade gadgets
Yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Dude, that military or the Batmobile, that one that flip over sideways.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
What do they call that in the movie?
Oh man.
It's like the obliterator.
I know they call it
a
See, I
tank.
can't take him. I can't take
No.
him when he's in that thing. That's
Well, that's when they really took it to a next level, right?
Yeah.
That's when they really
Yeah.
upped the Batmobile and all of these. And you're like, whoa, I didn't even think.
That's right. It was a
That was-
motorcycle
mhm.
too, wasn't it?
Launch
It was
came
kind
up
of-
out of it. Yeah, that was nuts. And I think there wasn't there a plane too. They had some.
Yeah, in the ending, yeah.
It flies the plane out with the nuke or
The
something.
nuke, yeah.
But I love that tie-in with the whole tech and everything. So
Mhm.
so I like Batman a lot because it's very his character is very close to my favorite superhero. But before I say who that is, how about you guys? Favorite superheroes?
Superman for me.
Superman for you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, it's maybe Batman, to be honest,
Okay.
or Thor. Thor's pretty cool.
Thor's cool too.
Yeah,
Have to go with Iron Man or Batman.
Right here.
you just
That's mine.
billionaires with cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I like it
Is
because
Iron
they're
Man
more
who-
realistic. Iron
Oh,
Man's
man.
my guy too.
I remember one Marvel movie where they're like fighting and they were like, "Oh, there's a construction building up ahead," and he's like, "Let me buy that real quick so we can destroy it."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
No, I love. I just like those characters. To me, it's a little bit more realistic because it's like, oh, they've got these army contracts or military contracts, and it's all this top secret tech, and they're using it like the Iron Man suit. I want one for myself when they become real.
But here's the question that is the most debatable.
Yeah.
Can you have this human with all these gadgets actually go up against a Superman or a Thor? I mean, really, who would ultimately win? Because I think superheroes have the advantage there, right? Because at the end of the day,
100%,
they're
yeah.
just only humans.
Yeah.
So
I think Superman takes Iron Man and Batman in like 2 seconds.
that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. So when you say who's the best, well, I'm just gonna say mine can take all of yours. I'm
Yours
just
can.
saying. So
But who do you think could take Superman?
A green rock.
Yeah, a pebble.
the kryptonite, whoever
Kryptonite.
I guess whatever superhero has kryptonite.
Isn't it Captain Marvel's like the strongest of all of them?
I think that's what. So Kevin Feige's the CEO of Marvel Studios or whatever, and he was going through and he said at one point the strongest was Thor, and at another point, I forgot who else he said, but really he's just said Captain Marvel, which is why they needed her to come in for Endgame.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we
Yep.
go.
Yeah. I actually liked her movie, the first one. I was one of like 5 people that enjoyed it, I guess.
Always
did
like the de-aging. I think Samuel L. Jackson had the de-aging in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. All right. I'm going to ask you guys some quick trivia questions to see who truly is the most knowledgeable. You guys ready?
All right,
Oh,
Beth,
man.
let's see
All
what
right.
you got.
And you guys can just like whoever starts answering first. Okay. Worldwide fans top ranked Batman.
Like
Worldwide?
person or film?
Batman person.
I
Oh.
think Bale, probably.
Keaton.
Yeah, it might be Keaton.
Oh, actually, no. I think it's probably,
Would
shoot.
he?
Stay
Would
with
be
it.
Adam
Stay
West?
with it. You're right.
Oh,
it's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Ooh.
Christian
Okay.
Bale
Okay.
consistently ranks #1 in global fan polls, followed closely by Michael Keaton,
All right.
Okay.
and then Kevin Conroy.
Oh,
That's
really?
top 3.
That's what you
sweet.
said.
All right.
Look at you.
There we go.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. Similarly, which movie had the top? Which one was the top grossing Batman film of all time?
The Dark Knight.
And I would say The Dark Knight, too.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's got to be The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's The Dark Knight. That was easy. 2012 grossed over 1.08 billion.
Wait, 2012?
Wow.
Yeah.
2012.
Is this Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, sorry, Dark Knight Rises.
Oh.
Okay.
This
Oh,
Rises.
shoot.
I was gonna. This is actually
that's-
really tragic, but they had
Rises.
when that movie was in theaters is when they had a really bad
I
shooting, and I
remember
thought
that.
maybe that would have put some damper on it. But it makes sense that it did so well because The Dark Knight was so huge. that
Yeah.
everybody probably went. I went
So the anticipation.
again. I took my
for
daughter.
it.
Yeah, I took my
I
newborn
went
daughter to
see
watch
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, 1.08 billion worldwide.
Holy cow!
That's pretty good.
The highest viewer rated Batman film.
I want to say the new one just because it was like on social media.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Is that with
What
Robert?
was the
The
name of
Robert
the
Yeah,
Pattinson,
yeah.
the Batman, I think it was.
The
Oh,
Batman.
the Batman.
Okay.
It's either down to the 1989 Batman, but it's probably Dark Knight because
I'd
it's
say
just the-
Dark Knight
yeah, that's-
Rises.
yeah.
If that has the highest grossing.
All right.
I bet Dark Knight though. Yeah.
Brett
Maybe.
got it. It's
Oh,
Dark
you got
Knight.
it.
It's just
Ah,
Christian
there
or
you go.
2008.
Heath Ledger
Yeah,
just
2008.
solidified that. Yeah.
Yeah, there
Had
you
a
go.
9.0 rating on IMDb
Oh,
and
wow.
multiple
Sounds
fan
right.
polls, placing it as the top
The
version.
top one. Okay.
Nice.
That's fair. I mean,
A lot
that
of this
tracks.
is from ChatGPT, so just to clarify. All right, Batman's first appearance, year. And if you can get the year, then we'll go month.
Now,
think
are
it
you
was,
saying comic or movie?
I don't know.
Oh,
No, it's
Gotta be
it
comic.
includes comic.
it
Yes.
includes comic.
I think
When
it
is
was
that?
69.
Was it that late?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought it. Well, Superman was in the 30s.
I was like 1959.
I said 42.
59.
42. That's too
42.
early.
Brett is killing you guys.
What?
He got the closest. It's
What is it?
1939.
Really?
Are you
Wow.
serious?
May of 1939. I threw you guys off.
Well, I
there,
think
but-
kind of the detective part of it stems from like the 1930s
detectives
noir.
comics.
It was
Oh.
Detective
private investigator
Comics
stuff.
number 27.
Wow.
Ah,
That's the first time you see Batman.
Beth, you need to
That's
step up
wild.
over here.
I apologize.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's see if you guys know who directed Batman 1989 Batman Returns.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Do you?
Wait,
I
1989?
don't know.
1989.
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah, that's
Who
it's
is it?
iconic.
TV.
Yeah, it's Tim Burton.
Tim
yeah.
Tim Burton. Oh.
It is. Tim Burton. Jeez, you guys are good. How about Batman Forever? Batman and Robin. Both of those.
Yeah. Now what is
Oh.
it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was being cocky.
They probably deleted their
Any
own
guesses?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, nobody's
was
taking
so
credit for
bad.
that.
Was it Clooney? Did Clooney?
No, Schumacher. Joel Schumacher.
Schumacher. Oh, that's right.
I apologize for the
You
Joel
guys will
Schumacher
get this
fans.
Dark Knight trilogy.
That's another thing I'm surprised we
Nolan.
haven't talked about.
Yeah,
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
So yeah, obviously Christian Bale did well,
Mhm.
and Heath Ledger
But the
was legendary.
directing-
But Christopher Nolan, the
The
decisions he made,
directing.
yeah, just
I mean,
fun.
that was
Mhm.
Yeah.
exceptional.
Has he ever?
Thought so.
In fact, I don't think he's ever missed. To be honest, Christopher Nolan.
No,
I can't think of a movie.
no,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good
no,
stuff.
he's spot on.
some of my favorite, Batman versus Superman, Justice League.
Oh, Zack Snyder, right?
Yeah.
The director cut, Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Yep. Zack Snyder on those. And then how about the Batman 2022? This is the new one with Pattinson,
Yeah.
right?
Shoot.
I don't know who directed that one.
Don't know.
No, Matt Reeves.
Oh,
Oh,
Matt Reeves.
that's right.
All right. Here's some other. These are the villains now. Their first comic book appearances. The Joker. When do you think the Joker first showed up?
1943. No.
Okay, 43.
Yeah.
I was going to say 45. Yeah.
45.
I'll say 42.
You would win. 1940, and it was Batman #1. First
Oh,
villain
wow.
right
Okay.
there.
I didn't know
All right.
The Joker. Oh,
how about Catwoman?
that.
1945.
I'd say the 60s, to be honest.
42 again.
You win again.
What?
1940, Batman #1.
Oh, I didn't
Came
man.
out same
Oh,
time.
she was
Wow.
in the same.
Same
not
one.
know that.
All right. The Penguin.
Is it the same answer? The 40?
No,
Number one?
it is not. It is not.
1941.
41,
If it's late, 45.
45.
Just going to go 42 again.
It's 41.
Oh,
Beth
you
got
go.
it.
Finally, I get one.
Goes back to Detective Comics. Number 58 is when the Penguin first comes out. How about Two-Face?
I'd say 1948.
Okay, 48,
43.
43.
45 again. Yeah.
Oh, Tom's killing it. See, just go low numbers. It's actually 1942.
Man, they go way back.
Okay.
Also,
Man,
Detective Comics, number 66.
Oh.
All right.
I didn't realize.
And
that
last, along this line here, Riddler.
1942.
Yeah, I'm going 42. Tom's
Yeah.
Tom's going to go.
Tom, what are you going
41.
to say?
Gosh, see, then I threw you off. You've been doing 1948, 48, 40. And if you had said it this time, you would have got it.
1948.
1948.
Kidding me?
Man.
Detective Comics number 140. 140.
Man.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's just take, you know what, Beth, since I want you to know, you're our first female podcast
Let
guest.
it go.
Because I
Thank you
guess
very much.
I was like, I think I'm a chauvinist. My gosh, all I get is guys on
Time for
here.
change.
I know. So hold me to it. Like, we got to get more gals on here. This is good. But I did want to just ask you a couple questions from your perspective as a
Okay.
female guest. Because while Batman might be a brooding icon, the Bat universe has always had powerful women driving it forward. So I think I already know your answer as far as Batman go, but which version of Batman got it right and how it portrayed female characters?
Ooh, that's a good question. I always like seeing the females being able to attempt to solve their own problems and not necessarily need the male characters needing to come in. And I know I've said this before, but again, the Nolan's version, because you have Anne Hathaway coming in as Catwoman, and she was very much her own independent, strong character. She didn't necessarily need Christian Bale to save her. They worked together, and ended up, obviously having a relationship together. But I loved how she, she was doing her own thing, and they happened to have their worlds collide. But she was very much a strong, independent character, and it wasn't like the damsel in distress that we say.
Right.
And I'm not saying that that's necessarily the way it always needs to be, because obviously, who was the Katie? Was it Katie Holmes? The one? Who was the one?
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, she had a relationship, right, with Christian Bale because they had that connection from, their past, from their childhood, right? So, and obviously, no spoilers in case anyone hasn't seen that, but, that was a different sort of dynamic. But moving to the actual, superhero version of it, seeing the characters, I love, Poison Ivy. I love Catwoman. I love having, their stories. I love that they have stories, that they have their own, they're their own characters in their own stories, and then some of them branch off and then have their own, spin-off things too, because they are strong and fierce and capable and fighting and all of that in their own sense. So that attracts me. I've always been drawn to that. So
Awesome. Have there been any, in your opinion, good female spin-off shows or movies? It's terrible,
no,
right?
it's terrible.
So
how,
bad. You
how
want there
can
to
they
be
get
a
that
good
so
one.
bad? Yeah.
And I love Halle Berry.
We love her, but that was atrocious.
Yeah.
Right?
What did you think of Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman? Tim
I
Burton?
did like her.
Yeah.
And she brought an element. I mean, because I think when you think of those early versions of Catwoman, it is a little bit of a crazy side, right?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
brought a little bit of the wacky, crazy mental health side to it. Just that is how she kind of developed into her character. And I thought she did a really good job. But I would love to see like an actual well done Catwoman movie. And I think we can get there.
Yeah.
We can get there. We're not there yet, but hopefully somebody will figure that out. I think there would be a fan base to support that.
Who
I
was the
think
new
they
Catwoman?
They should do like a backstory on it
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Zoe
Yeah.
Saldana?
Yeah,
No,
Zoe
no,
Saldana.
Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe
Oh,
Kravitz
Kravitz.
was with, yeah.
Uma Thurman was Poison
I
Ivy.
forgot
right?
She was
about
good.
her.
She was awesome.
I think she did a great job.
Yeah,
And
she
that was
did.
another good, strong female character that they brought to the table. Like good, strong female actresses, they can definitely bring that depth to it that we need to see. So
So here's a little wrinkle since you're kind of talking about that. What if we did a little gender bender and it was a female Batman?
A female Batman.
What would she need to bring to the table to make it, to get it right?
to get it right, to be a
Yeah.
good, decent Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, that's a great question. I think that anytime you bring you basically like reverse those roles, is she going to have the same similar tragedy that she comes from that she has to overcome? And then, having obviously the physical training and all of that, if she has that utility belt to help assist her fighting crime and all of that, then I think that you could make that work. I do think that it's complicated in the sense when you twist them like that, like the Superwoman version, sometimes people have such a very strong opinion on the character that it's hard for them to then see it in a unique twist to it.
Yeah.
I think it could be done well. I don't know. I think it also depends. Are they going to make it kind of more serious, or is it going to be more kind of silly version, comical version? Because then maybe people wouldn't take it as seriously, I guess. So I guess it depends on kind of who's directing, the kind of the tone of the whole movie and the direction that they take.
Yeah.
But then also you have to have a pretty strong lead to be able to carry that.
You're going to like Lois Lane and Superman.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, the new one.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but
Okay.
I think they did really. I think that is one thing they got.
They got
did
right.
well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
did
Who
well.
who do they have play her?
Oh my gosh.
Do you know? I don't
They
know.
had the actor who played Superman on Jimmy Fallon last night.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
You didn't even know who he was? Oh, shoot.
I know
Yeah.
who she's like she's not in a lot of other stuff. She's got a very unique kind of face. Not unattractive. I mean, she's attractive, but I don't know her name. Brandon's he's writing it down for me. It is.
Oh.
Oh no. What are you writing
Ronda
for me?
Rousey.
Oh yeah.
Is it really?
Brandon, he's our marketing director, and he's telling me,
Oh, you're saying
yeah,
she
because,
should be
and I
Batman.
agree with him
Oh,
because
'cause
it's
she
really
can
simple. They have to be able to beat me up.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
If
Yeah,
you
Ronda
see,
could do it.
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. If
Yeah.
you see them and you're
with you.
intimidated by them,
Oh yeah.
then that's probably half the battle, because a lot of it is the fear that they invoke in their enemies, right?
Yeah.
Just having them stand in the corner when you're doing your bad things, then quaking with fear, right? Whoever character you have that's going to be
Yeah.
the epitome of that fear, that's who's going to work,
I'm
right?
trying to think besides Ronda. Who it could
Speaking
be.
so along the MMA lines, who was in the first season of The Mandalorian?
Oh,
the
yeah.
sidekick.
I
What was her
know.
name?
Yeah.
Giancarlo or something like
She could do it
Carrera
too.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. She'd be.
She was tough.
She would be, yeah.
Some
you
of
could
those,
pick someone up and throw them.
WWW wrestler gals could do it too.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
They're pretty good
But could
actresses
they
too.
then play the other version though? Could they then
that's
see
where it would be tough.
if you see this like
Rhonda
giant-
could.
Rhonda could. Mm-hmm.
I think we got some special thoughts about Rhonda. over there.
Rhonda fan club
Just
over in the
kidding.
corner.
Don't say that at all. He's got a beautiful, gorgeous wife, new baby, all that kind of stuff.
That's
So
awesome.
not trying to get you in trouble with your kids later in life if they listen to this. All right. Let's see here. So we're going to go behind the bar for just a second because this is a kind of a legal podcast. We do try to focus not so much on law, but some fun stuff that's happening in our communities and our culture and all that kind of stuff. So if Batman were real, though, how would our legal system deal with him? And I'm gonna leave the lawyer till last. So let's start with you, Tom.
Oh man, if Batman was real, well, I'd say there'd probably be an issue with our legal system if Batman had to be around, because the legal system wouldn't work if Batman.
That's a good point.
But I think
Gotham's
how
a bit
we
of a
deal
train
with
wreck.
him, I think if he showed results and kept out of like civilian harm, I don't think we'd deal with it as much.
Mm.
But if it was a nuisance all the time, I don't know what they would do. I don't know what they could do to stop
Yeah.
Batman too.
And he's so rich.
Yeah,
He just lobbies those
yeah. They
prosecutors.
couldn't do.
We know the
roadblocks or
prosecutors
anything.
are enticed by money, right?
Yeah.
So much. Just kidding. Beth, what about you? What do you think?
I think the biggest complication anytime you have like this superhero villain sort of situation would be the liability on the bystanders, right? So
Mhm.
are any of these people getting caught in the crossfires? Because
Yeah.
technically if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, then you could get hurt on that aspect. And I think that would be in a real world scenario, that would always be kind of a big stress. I mean, when you see these movies, think of all of the, explosions and basically car accidents, when the Batmobile's going down the freeway and things don't always go super well, thinking about that, it's hard to turn my brain off. I was like, oh, geez,
Yeah.
we could help those people. We could help those people, So
You have to go watch Superman.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
like Batman because
There's going to be talk about that
it's
too.
going to
That's
be,
really-
yeah.
What were you saying, Tom?
I wouldn't like Batman because if that happened, we'd probably need insurance for that, and then the premiums would go up
Batmobile
every week.
insurance, yeah.
Yeah. So would Gotham have like this incredible insurance policy
Yeah.
to
I'm paying.
To cover all of
Superhero
that.
coverage.
They probably
Right?
just
Yeah.
pull out like they pulled out of California after the wildfires.
Yeah.
They say, we're not insuring
We
Gotham
can't do it.
anymore.
Not enough profit
Well,
margins here.
technically Batman could cover those then, I guess. So I guess my hope would be, okay, if all of these people accidentally get hurt, maybe they have a secret Batman line that they can go and file a claim with, and then he takes care of their medical bills along the way. Then we can sleep at night. So
Yep.
there you go.
All right, lawyer Brett.
Wasn't there a Batman impersonator in Seattle once going around dressing up trying to be a vigilante?
Are you serious?
I think so, yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
superhero. I don't know if he was Batman, but
Yeah,
yeah he had the
that's
whole
right.
get up.
Just generally speaking, I mean, I spent 3 years as a prosecutor, and the law very much disfavors vigilantism. A couple of stories. One,
frowned upon.
Yeah, judges used to say, "Hey, look, I'm sentencing this person enough so that no victims feel like they need to go out and do some more damage, some more harm to this person." But I was in court one time with the prosecutor from another office, and this guy had beat up his daughter's boyfriend for being obnoxious. And the prosecutor leaned over and he said, "I don't know whether to give this guy a sentence or like a medal." Because because everybody understands, like, when things happen to people you love, you definitely want justice to be enacted, which I think the justice system needs to adequately punish and deter people so that way we don't feel the need to go out and enact justice on our own, which it doesn't always get.
It's tough too because I think Batman taps into the frustration that folks have with how long it takes to get justice in our current system. And we get the balance, but it's still a frustration, right? I mean, we don't want somebody to, because of speed, go to jail
Right.
and they're innocent, right?
Right.
So we're kind of set up for that. But logically, that sounds right. But in the heat of the moment, you get frustrated when you can't get that justice. I think of the stabbings up in Idaho, and I know that they reached a deal. The guy finally pled guilty, and they had a plea deal there. And I've arranged a number of those plea deals back when I was doing public defendant. I was fighting you.
That would have been fun.
But yeah, it's just crazy because I get that on the other side. Like the victims are furious. They're so mad about it. They don't feel like they got enough justice there, which is kind of ironic because that was a quicker resolution.
It was, yeah. I mean, only 2 years since the.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about 4 murders and it's a death penalty case, it's pretty quick. I wonder why the prosecution pulled out that quick. Because if they had the evidence, why not? The whole point of having a justice system at all is to go forward and try cases like this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. Because
Do you know what it was? They knew that that was the county that I just beat in that Supreme Court case. So they knew they were going to lose the next week. So they thought
licking too many wounds, and they were like,
I
you
feel
know
bad
what?
about that.
Yeah, gosh, it's all about you.
I know, always.
All right. Well, let's see here. I think we're pretty close to time, right? Okay, good deal. So real quick, 30-second closing arguments for why your Batman reigns supreme. Beth, let's start with you.
I think all the points I made earlier were just even more solidified by the following questions that you asked. I mean, we won the best director, we won the best actor, we won the highest grossing.
Yep.
I think I rest my case.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, I'm back on the Dark Knight trilogy. I realize I said Ben Affleck, who
Yes.
still looks the most Batman.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
one of the most cartoon Batman. Like,
What did some of the people in our firm say who looked best with their shirt off? Did you see the feed? That was some of the passionate responses. They were like, well, duh, he looks better with his shirt off. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay.
well, yeah, Bruce. I mean, Christian Bale definitely did a lot of push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Made
won
me
in that
jealous.
category too. I mean,
Yeah.
we keep winning on that side.
I was body shamed every time I saw him take his shirt off. Tom, how about you?
I'm gonna have to stick with Keaton only because like every time I think of him, I think of like John Williams' music behind him. Like he was the first, like, or besides Adam West, but he was like the first cinematic Batman.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with him.
I like it. I admire that. You stick to your guns. All right. Well, guys, you did awesome, guys and gals. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for being here. That wraps up our episode number 5. Thanks to all of you for joining us for a special, slightly unhinged and totally fun episode of Beyond the Bar. Whether you side with Bale, Keaton, Pattison, or Conroy, we can all agree on one thing. Gotham always needs a hero. So until next time, stay sharp, stay safe, and stay out of Arkham.